Well, the power's back on. That's good. It came back at like 5 o'clock p.m. today, so it's out all night and pretty much all day. Fortunately, I didn't have to do any of the hard work of inventorying all of the spoilage because our coolers were off for so long, and I was watching the temperature of them. One of them was kind of okay, but then went over 40 degrees, which it's supposed to be between 35 and 40, I believe, with 37 being the sweet spot for refrigerated goods. And if it goes over 40, you're not supposed to be able to sell it anymore. So we can't sell it anymore. A lot of stuff got thrown out. A lot of ice cream got given away. I got to give my daughter a huge bag full of like ice cream bars and stuff because they were slightly melted but still edible. And I just gave it to her to take on the bus with her to school, and she passed them out. I was the coolest kid in the school today. So I'm glad of that. But man, it's so much. Basically, the entire ice cream cooler has to be thrown out and cleaned out. We also had a cooler full of like frozen burritos and stuff here in the back where we pull from that and put in the refrigerated cooler. Everything in the refrigerated cooler was bad, particularly the one with the burritos and stuff. The milk was all bad. We had to throw out so much. It was even a little bit smelly in the cooler this morning before I left. When I opened it, I was like, oh. And the Lunchables started to bubble up. The packaging, the plastic on the packaging started doing that little bubbly thing, which means there's bacteria inside growing because of the temperature. So definitely can't sell that, and I wouldn't even eat it at that point, straight to the trash. But it all has to be accounted for and written down and inventoried as spoilage so that we can get some kind of compensation for it. And I'm not sure exactly how it works, who's going to pay for the damage, if we're just going to eat the cost or if the company pays. It's because it's not the company's fault. A lot of times they will credit us stuff for expired product. They basically take it back and pay us for what we didn't sell. But I don't know exactly how it works with spoilage in this sense, because not really anyone's fault. It was a power outage, and apparently it was a pretty big one, even though it affected only a very small area. A power line blew. There was literally like sparks everywhere and a big pop sound, and right after that happened, all the power shut off. But fortunately, like, it wasn't affecting the hospital or anything. It was just like one neighborhood, the neighborhood that the store happens to be in. What a crazy night. It's super weird being here again during the day after having been here all night long in the dark. It was so spooky. But I did have a good time. I kind of enjoyed myself a lot, and I was like, it's good that the power is back on, but I'm like, oh, now I have to do real work. But other than a whole bunch of people coming in being like, hey, what happened last night? Nothing really happened tonight. Skateboard guy with a dog came in and gave me some more weed because he works at the dispensary. So he actually brought me a cartridge this time, which is pretty cool. I was pretty stoked about that. And a gummy, which I'm not going to eat right now. No way. It's too strong. This is definitely going to be a gummy to help me sleep in the morning. But, yeah. Other than that, man, my manager had to do so much work. Poor manager. I'm glad I don't have her job. And honestly, she doesn't make enough for how much work she has to do. I help her as much as I can, but ultimately all of the paperwork, all the payroll, like everything falls on her shoulders for $19 an hour, which in today's economy is really small, especially in California when the cost of living is so damn high. It's still raining, but the wind has stopped. So it's not shaking and clanging and rattling and oh my god, it was so loud last night. But I had a lot of fun recording actually, especially with the glow sticks. I know it was really silly. I hope you all have a good night. Be safe. Yeah, be safe. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.